Welcome back to another video. I haven't uploaded in a while. I was dealing with some personal problems. Yeah, I should be getting back to uploading. I might upload 4 or 5 videos tomorrow, who knows, but for a few days I just want to look at the SCP Containment thing, since I'm going to be playing the game, and I want to know a little bit more about SCP. So yeah, you can go subscribe to these people, the Exploring series. Definitely worth the, definitely worth it. You know, I got a lot of videos just telling you about SCP. For the introduction though, this is the introduction.
Protect. These three simple
Oh,
words
wait.
comprise secure, contain, protect. These three simple words comprise both the initials of the SCP Foundation, as well as the Foundation's steadfast motto. But what is the SCP Foundation? This video will continue under the assumption that this is the first time you have ever heard of SCP, and are about to enter a world of the strange, shadowy, and unusual. By the end of
Yeah, it is content. So if you do want to look at more, feel free to go check out their channel again. I've already said it more than enough times. One time should be enough though. Go feel free to subscribe, like I've said again. Sorry, I'm just haven't uploaded in a while, so it's just me getting back, you know. Have to get used to it again. Anyway, let's continue. So as he said, this is for people who don't have a clue what SCP stands for or anything like that.
this video, you should have a decent grasp of the basic concepts that make up the Foundation. To begin with, the SCP Foundation and universe are primarily associated with a single website, the SCP Wiki. Rather than having lore spread across movies, books, or video games, the website is driven by community submissions. Practically anyone can write and add to the SCP universe, assuming their writing is up to snuff, and because of this, there is no official canon. Another way to look at this is that everything is canon, as any submission to the lore is equally valid, or invalid depending on your perspective. But there are a number of concepts that are generally accepted by the community, and that's mostly what this video will be based on. For a simple example, the SCP Foundation is most often presented as a shadowy organization that works outside of the public awareness in order to keep things secret and safe. However, if an author wishes to change this perspective and present the Foundation as a very open and public group, they can do so. Whether or not such a perspective will be accepted by part of the community is a different matter.
We'll actually be checking about how they later, on a different SCP, they actually turned against humanity instead of protecting them or siding with them. It's a really good story. It's my favorite actually. But yeah, let's just continue.
But overall, canonicity is a fluid and often debated topic within the SCP community. So, as mentioned, the SCP Foundation is a well-funded and staffed organization that generally works outside of public awareness and operates with or without the approval or support of local governments. The Foundation often recruits the finest scientists, researchers, engineers, and military agents that they can find, employing them to perform stressful and generally dangerous tasks. These tasks are of course related to the Foundation's motto that I mentioned at the start: secure, contain, and protect.
That's one cool picture. All I know is that's the Broken God SCP. That is Scarlet King. That is I don't have a clue. That's SCP-173. Can't wait to play this game though. Just have to get it working. Sorry if I don't talk much and all. I'm sorry I keep on pausing the video each like 3 seconds, but I'll just let you sit through the video.
Within the universe that the Foundation operates in, which is most often presented as our own universe, there are a massive number of strange, paranormal, and anomalous things. These things, which bend or break the natural order of things as most people know it, can vary wildly in concept, form, hostility, usefulness, and danger. Without getting into too many details at this point, these anomalous entities can range from immortal killing machines to a six-sided die that occasionally lands on a 7. Some can be used to greatly benefit the Foundation, such as pills that can cure any disease, while others continually threaten both the Foundation and all life on Earth, such as massive eldritch entities for which the Foundation has no idea how to contain. Each of these entities, or at least the ones known to the Foundation, are given an entry on the website. These entries, known as Special Containment Procedures, or SCPs, generally follow a similar format and contain information written and cataloged by researchers working for the Foundation. Each SCP is given a number, and at the time of this video there are nearly 4,000 SCPs logged in the system. Next, each SCP is assigned an object class, which is a somewhat broad indicator of how easily an SCP is contained, or how reliably it can be contained. There are 4 main object classes used across the Foundation, although occasionally others will crop up. Safe class SCPs are those that are most easily contained, with little to no chance of a containment breach occurring. It's important to note that safe can apply to SCPs that are harmless or beneficial, but also to SCPs that are incredibly dangerous, but easy for the Foundation to contain and protect. A key that can open any lock it touches, and a cooperative individual that can manipulate reality are both safe SCPs. One step higher is the Euclid object class, signifying the broadest classification of SCPs, where containment is more complicated and or less reliable than safe SCPs. Many autonomous or living SCPs are classified as Euclid due to their inherent unpredictability. A red disk that can transport someone to an alternate dimension, a humanoid that kills all plant life around him, and an orb that continually expands the interior of any building it's placed in are all Euclid class SCPs. Keter SCPs are those that are excessively difficult to contain for one reason or another, and often are incredibly dangerous to either the Foundation or others, although that is not always the case. An immortal reptile that hates all life, a highly infectious disease that takes over its host to spread itself, and a cake that infinitely duplicates itself are all Keter class SCPs. Finally, there is Thaumiel, highly classified SCPs that stand apart from the others, generally due to their use to the Foundation in locating or containing other SCPs. Among the basic object classes, Thaumiels are the rarest, reserved for the most guarded secrets of the Foundation, and are generally more difficult to define than the others. A facility capable of rebuilding humanity after an apocalypse, and a machine capable of sending individuals into the future are both Thaumiel SCPs. After the object class is listed, the following information for each entry is generally the special containment procedures, meaning the steps and processes the Foundation goes through in order to keep the entity contained. These containment procedures, of course, vary wildly, ranging from simply putting the safest SCPs in a drawer to lengthy procedures featuring strict rules and unique restrictions, to some SCPs that the Foundation has no idea how to contain. The containment procedures are listed before the description of the SCP to emphasize the importance of containment above practically anything else, as that is the fundamental purpose of the Foundation. Some SCPs are kept in the same location where they were found, isolated and quarantined due to certain circumstances, and others, such as exceptionally cooperative humanoids, might be allowed to freely roam a Foundation facility from time to time. Due to the unique nature of each individual SCP, each containment procedure is also unique, and there is no standard set of rules. Following the containment procedures is generally the description of the SCP. This description is usually written with a very technical and scientific tone, describing the appearance and anomalous nature of the SCP. Again, this description section varies wildly, ranging from a few concise sentences to many paragraphs of detailed information. In addition to the description,
That must be giant. Is that like a little wooden shack right there? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm being quiet. What the hell is that? I mean, it could be 093. Actually, I think I know what SCP that is. Do you know that red disc that you saw earlier at like 5 minutes, yeah? Or somewhere? The dimension, the weird red cylinder. I'm pretty sure if you bring that to a mirror, and it will actually take you to another dimension, which has these big guys coming around, which is 093-2, which is pretty cool.
Many SCP entries will also include information such as where and how the SCP was first located, testing logs, exploratory logs for SCP locations, interviews, and any other information deemed important. SCPs are often found by members of the general public, causing the Foundation to come in and
Yeah, I think after this, I actually have. There's actually pretty recently. I mean, not too recently. It's only like a year ago, but there actually was a little short film, and it was so good. I'm actually gonna show you that after this. It was such a good short film. It had these seven people in the sky, but it didn't have like the house. I don't think. It's a really good live action thing. Right, let's continue.
contain the anomaly and also wipe the memories of witnesses. Sometimes only one or two agents of the Foundation might be called in to retrieve an anomaly, but often a whole team of highly trained individuals will be necessary. These teams, known as Mobile Task Forces, or MTFs, consist of ex-military or other trained combatants that are often sent in with minimal information about the anomaly, and are thus forced to be prepared for anything. Some MTFs will be assigned to constantly watch over certain SCPs in case of containment breach. Once the SCP is secured and contained, researchers assigned to the project will often carry out a number of tests and attempt to gather as much data as they can. Of course, for many SCPs this is more dangerous than it is worth, so testing is generally limited. Although there are rare occasions where the Foundation will seek to destroy an SCP rather than contain it, this is not their primary directive, and the idea is generally frowned upon. One of the primary ways that researchers test and interact with SCPs is through the use of D-Class personnel. D-Class individuals are used throughout the entire Foundation, and are personnel that have been deemed expendable. D-Class are generally taken from prisons across the world, usually convicts guilty of violent crimes. But the Foundation goes through a large number of D-Class, and will sometimes take them from other sources. For particularly negligent or heinous behavior, some Foundation employees might be demoted to D-Class. D-Class are often used for experiments and tests related to SCPs, serve as first explorers for some unknown locations, or forced to carry out any activity that the Foundation would rather not risk the minds or bodies of its employees on. On the other end of the spectrum is the O5 Council. The O5 Council is shrouded in mystery, believed to consist of 13 members, and they oversee the entire Foundation, with access to practically all of its secrets. Many rumors have spread about the O5s, including the rumor that they use their unlimited access to SCPs to maintain immortality. Below the O5s, but still with a large amount of responsibility, are the site directors. The Foundation operates a large number of facilities around the world, primarily functioning as prisons for SCPs, and each one is overseen by a site director. These facilities vary in size, with some just built around 1 or 2 SCPs, and others housing hundreds of anomalous items. There are, of course, other organizations besides the Foundation that have taken an interest in anomalous objects. These groups of interest range from the mischievous to occasionally cooperative and the openly antagonistic. The Chaos Insurgency is a splinter group of the Foundation that attempt to obtain as many SCPs as possible. The Church of the Broken God.
We'll probably, after the Church of the Broken God, we'll probably see the GOC. They are the antagonists, so they want to remove all entities.
Is a religious organization seeking to resurrect a shattered deity, and the Global Occult Coalition is a counter-organization to the Foundation.
There we go, GOC. That's what's actually, that's its initials, GOC. So a lot of people call that. What can I put this?
Dedicated to destroying SCPs and backed by the United Nations. There are a number of other organizations out there, with some of them responsible for creating SCPs themselves. The Foundation has worked with some of them on occasion and continually battles many others, but each organization continues to operate, largely in secrecy. That's a basic summary of the SCP Foundation and the universe it exists in. At this point, if you had never heard of SCP before this, you should be fully prepared to access the website and begin discovering all the different SCPs known to the Foundation. While there are many arguments about the best place to start reading, each SCP entry is generally meant to stand on its own. In addition to each of the SCP's entries, there are also a great number of tales on the site, which feature much less technical writing and provide unique perspectives on different SCPs or aspects of the SCP universe. The SCP Foundation and the thousands of entries appeal to many people for many different reasons, but primarily the SCP universe is strange, unusual, and unique.
So yeah, that was the introduction. If you've never watched it, if you've never heard of SCP, there you go. If you do want to visit the site, it's called SCP Wiki. It's right here. It's the main one. There we go. You can choose your language. Go up here. It's all you can do whatever you want. It's free to write, but you can't claim SCP, right? You have to let others use your work if you do shit about SCP. So it's good if you're like doing that, but you can find the SCP things up here. They've just added they added 6 quite recently, because I mean they have, but oh well, if you click on it here, you can just find them all here. And you can go down, it goes down. This is on the first page, it goes to 999, so pretty much 1,000. Same on the next one. Here you can see all the things, so it goes from 999, or 1 to 999. On the second one, it's 1,000 to 1,999. On the third one, 2,000 to 2,999. 3,000 to 3,999. 4,000 to 4,000. Yeah, you get the point. Anyways, we are going to be looking at the Overlord. I don't know where. Oh, there we go. It's by. I would definitely suggest checking out this by yourself. If you haven't,
not that easy.
I'm actually.
Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically.
I'm gonna actually look. I'm gonna subscribe and like this video because I have watched it before just on my console. It's such a good thing. Oh look, yeah, SCP Illustrated is another SCP channel. I love just going into comments, but this has some of the best editing I've ever seen. It's 34 minutes long. It should do this. It should finish this video. It's so good though. It's so well done, and we're gonna watch it together. I'm pretty sure most people in the SCP have already watched it, but oh well. Interspace anomalies. Retro digital. Retro digital.
Everything I'm about to tell you is classified under a level 3 security clearance and is on a need-to-know basis. The man you're looking at is Ethan Pender, a figure within a New Age religious movement known as the New Transcendentalists. His farmstead has since become a commune for the primary thought leaders, with around 9 total members.
As I said in the beginning, there is occasional groups that just pop up. So this is one of them, and I'm guessing in this actual live action, which is such a good thing. I would suggest checking it out yourself and all.
This movement
Right, let's continue.
of organizing chemical attacks all across New England in the early 2010s. Additionally, there have been many strange disappearances loosely associated with the movement. All suspected, nothing confirmed. The past 3 months, there have been a dozen missing persons across Franklin, Berkshire, and Hampton with no clear offender, but given that this was happening in the cult's backyard, he and his friends are suspects. 12 hours ago, the Hampshire County Sheriff's Department received a call from a man they believed to be in danger. The caller refused to directly specify the threat until he handed this picture to the authorities. This sighting is presumed to be Sarah Morrison, one of 9 missing persons associated with the case. Our agent within the department informed us the moment this picture was secured and declared a state of emergency requiring immediate action. Any non-Foundation personnel who came into contact or heard mention of this photo has since been detained and given amnestic treatment. However, the clock is still ticking, and the Foundation has seen fit to sanction a raid on the Pender commune.
Your objective is to recce the commune, assess for any anomalous activity, and secure the property for a containment team. Any persons on site are to be detained or neutralized in accordance with the ROE. No anomalous activity is found, you will exfil an RTB. Epsilon 6 will be our primary entry and inner cordon team, while our friends from New 7 will provide the outer cordon, short-range artillery and air support, including ISR, which comms will be bouncing off of. New 7 will also fill our QRF alongside specialists from Zeta 9, Mu 13, Beta 7, and Lambda 5. As always, Gamma 5 will be running interference to make sure this all stays under the radar. Any mission code ideas go on the whiteboard in the back. Any questions?
That's such good VFX right there. Wait, let's go back. Oh, forgot this isn't actually on here. Because it was actually all filmed inside the house, yeah? So this is actually taken from somewhere else. This is VFX right here. That's VFX. It's so good. So is this. Except that they actually were in that field. They actually were in that field. There is bloopers. I might show you that and all. But yeah, it's amazing.
Archangel to Helios, scepters away. Happy hunting.
That's one big hole. Can't even see the bottom. And that glow stick's going on for over 3 seconds. That's over 200 feet. That's really far down.
Kalinsky, anything? Sector 1-1 to Helios. We passed Ambrose. No sign of the civilian. Just a hole here now. No way to determine the depth. Over.
Roger that, 1-1. Proceed to next objective. Over.
Walker, Helios. 1-1 out.
Alright, should have a good time with that. UGV should have picked this shit up way before we got here. Command's got some fucking nerve asking us to stick your nose in there.
It comes with the territory. That's what we're here to do, and we're gonna do it. Part of the job.
I can see it, you know? You getting snatched up like out of a fucking movie?
Yeah, I mean, come on, it's never like that.
Hold out your hand.
That's some really advanced gear right there. Them are, I don't know, something nogs. That's all I know. Quad nogs. That's what I think they're called. They're called quad nogs. It's night vision. They've got really good weapons. I think AR-15s. Who knows? Anyways, this is absolutely amazing. Wait. How much do you think it actually costed them to get all that equipment though? Anyways, let's continue on the video.
Telling you, Cicero, another day at the office.
About what? Any ideas on this shit? Maybe we're being invaded. Haji's learned to dig to America. Hey, Kalinsky, what's the scoop? Command get back to you about it?
What, the hole? Nothing yet.
Well, you're smart, right? What's your take on it?
I don't have one. We don't know enough. Any conclusion I would jump to would just be conjecture.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
If there's an answer, it's in that commune. We'll figure it out. Always do.
Yeah, I was hoping. What about you, Reyes? What do you think? I think you talk too much. Command sending some mole rats over to have a look at it. Come on, let's get back.
Oh yeah, mole rats. So one of the different types of MTF. Them are MU5, MU, I think. Anyways, he's pretty cool. I'm guessing he was the leader. Wait, let me go back. I'm guessing he's the leader right there. Wait, is that them country flags? Let's just make sure that's France, right? No, that's not France. That's I don't know what country it is. I'm not good at countries, right? Are the countries on all of their helmets? That's insane. If there's, I think is that a flag or is that just me being paranoid?
I'm sending some mole rats over to have a look at it.
I'm gonna just continue watching them.
Watch your step, boys.
Yeah, look, it's a flag. I don't know what flag it is, but it's a flag. It's a good flag. Just saying. Them helmets were made tremendously well.
The fuck is this shit?
It would seem we're expected.
Are them all the different missing people? That's a lot of missing people. Even more. Well, is that a totem? Or is that just me? Why is it on fire? Why do you have fire in a hay farm? Or in a... I messed up. I don't know what it's called, right? Love these hay bales. Right.
Your senses deceive, and it is prudent never to trust wholly those who have deceived us even once. You are being fooled every day. The veil of ignorance is far less transparent than you'd ever known. Light, darkness, up and down are all relevant concepts to our Overlord. You may scoff from the ivory towers built to honor your false gods, but when I walk across the transcendent plains, while you suffer unworldly damnation, know then who is truly saved.
Doesn't that look like the people that you saw in the intro of the what if you wanted to know what SCP was, yeah? Doesn't it look like them, the 7 figures? It looks like them to me.
Helios, this is Sector 1-1. We've passed Poe. We've got eyes on multiple humanoid anomalies floating above the trees at the north side of the property. Please advise. Over.
Roger, 1-1. Maintain your course. The anomalies can be dealt with by QRF or the containment team after you've investigated the property. Over.
Understood. 1-1 out.
We good to go?
Affirmative. Get your men in position.
Fuck you. Sector 2, we're go ahead for intercordon. Weapons free. Over.
But be afraid of the truly free. That's why.
2-1-1-1 in position. Over.
Just far
Roger 2-1. Sector 1 moving in for entry. Over.
to be strung up like the rest. But I know you all are somewhat anxious. Often when we've attained something, the fear of what is next. It is always the same. Once you are liberated, you are forced to ask who you are.
Holding. Small room.
small room left.
Coming out. Clear. With you.
Clear. Coming out.
Coming out.
Clear.
Clear. Talk, moving to second deck.
I got one.
Put your fucking hands in the air or you will be shot!
Hands! Let me see your fucking hands!
Do it! Do it now! Do it right fucking now!
Don't you fucking do it!
Holy shit. Technically it's not against the law, you did pull a weapon on the people on the ground. The person. That was once kneeling. No, it wasn't. They're dead.
One to Helios, we got a bogey down on the...
Of course, I'm pretty sure they are using airsoft guns, so it probably would have just hurt them a lot.
second floor. Proceeding to ID. Over.
It's Pender.
Should we call in a Casovac? I'm not Bashan, but... those were kill shots, bro. Best thing for him's a bag. Fuck. One more to Helios. Kingpin is dead. Over.
The hell was he up to? Looks like a ritual, I guess. Be nice if he didn't pull that fucking gun. Got a couple questions to ask.
Like how many guys he's got in the basement.
Push comes to shove, I can cut a hole in the floor, flush him out with gas.
Cross that bridge when we get there. TL. Hang on to that. Go check out Pender's office. Take Kalinsky with you.
Shot this guy, he still won't shut the fuck up.
Oh, is that him on the intercom? Okay, starting to make sense now.
Basement doors reinforced. Some of the numbers are fitted on the lock, so we can probably brute force it.
Let me have a look.
Can you blow it?
No. We need something heavy, and I don't want to risk damaging anything inside. Need a cutting torch for this one. That or, you know, find the code.
Helios, this is Sector 1-1. Basement is reinforced. Unable to secure it at this time. Over.
The signs of the old ones. That's why. They're nothing. Just farther. But I know you all are somewhat anxious.
That's better.
That is one creepy painting. Look at that. Oh, wait.
That's better.
Look how creepy that painting is. Is that like a face or something? I don't like it. That's what that is. It's a painting I don't like.
Looks like he was still writing.
Yeah? What's he writing?
The bridge over the horizon. Records on the last days of the new transcendentalist commune.
What the fuck could he mean by that?
Which part? Title's a novel worth of text.
The part about him knowing this group was coming to an end. Intel never said they were a doomsday cult.
Well, you're the field analyst. Figure it out. I'm just here to type. Sending this to command.
You know, I should have figured something was up.
Yeah? Why?
Well, he pulled a weapon on us.
Yeah, we broke into his house, Kalinsky.
He could have figured us for cops. If we're going off his publicly available doctrine, there's no reason why he'd want to martyr himself. If he went to prison, he'd still be able to preach his ideology. That's what counts, right?
I don't know, bro. I just type.
Maybe they changed it at the last minute. Try Panda's birthday. I don't know. Try 1, 2, 3, 4.
No.
Imagine if it actually is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Any progress?
Negative. Hell, you smoked Panda.
Cicero did.
Nice. Would have been nicer if you didn't, you know. So he could have told us the code.
Just keep typing. Reyes, keep a log of all the numbers you try. If all else goes to shit, we can call in a cutting torch. Hey, Kalinsky, come here. From the flash drive I found in his room.
Scepter 16 to Helios, we've got a flash drive in here with a video file titled Play Me. Proceeding to open it, over.
Roger, 16, over.
If you are listening to this, I have either made the journey into our Lord's domicile, or I am dead. Lewis, my former colleague, has barricaded himself within the inner sanctum while I was lighting the effigy.
Oh, it was an effigy that was so not a totem, like right there. So that was an effigy, not a totem, right? Makes more sense. Not much, but more sense, you know. Right, let's head back to where we were.
However, I would not be the first prophet to be betrayed by one so close to him. Maybe it was meant to be like this. Maybe this is the price I pay. To whom it may concern, you have made a mistake coming here. This is not your dominion.
Shit. Jensen.
What you got?
I just want to make sure I'm not the only one seeing this.
Look at them all behind them. I love this scene because they think it's only that them two, but it's everyone. It's hilarious to me. But what was that symbol though?
It's like there's some sort of invisible ink. Is it just infrared that's picking it up?
Negative. Jensen tried it with his nods to no effect. It's the camera, not infrared.
Maybe that's the anomaly, or part of it. Or
Yeah, see, he's French. That's the French flag. He's good at fluent English, tell you that. So there are flags on the side of the head. Like that's a flag, but I can't really clearly see it, I don't think. I can't see the flag on his head.
Helios, this
Or
is
his.
Scepter 11, requesting to use the camera to investigate the property. Over.
Helios, Scepter 11, stand by, over. Scepter 11, you may use the camera at your own volition, over.
Understood. 1-1 out. Good find, Kalinsky. Take it and report your findings to the talk. Jansen, give command control of the computer, then go with Kalinsky.
So are these the mole rats then, that they're sent over? If they are, they look exactly the same except they don't have the really high-tech equipment. They look more like infantry units.
Negative. No signs of movement 2-4. Over.
That's a lot of symbols.
They're all over the place. Probably more outside, too.
Yeah, this is all very exciting, Kowalski.
Yes, it is. Why is this room? Why are this hallway and like all these rooms just sealed up with, like, I don't know, plastic? What the fuck is that? I don't like it. You see it? It's right there. It's like a human, except it's weirder looking, and I don't like it. It's a lie, but I don't like it. There we go. Anything that I don't know what it is, don't like it. It's invisible. I don't understand it. I don't like it. Whoa. He has some magical power. Or some magic shit on his arm. Do you see it? Does everyone have that, or was it just him? I hope everyone has that, that's really cool. Do you see it? I think everyone must have it, so when someone clicks it, yeah, it must alert all the others to him that he's found something. Like maybe a high-tech device.
Claire?
Kowalski, what the fuck?
I saw someone in here. It must have given us the slip. Sector 2, this is 1-6. Watch your sectors for a humanoid target moving away from the building. Over.
Roger 1-6. Over. 2 on the Helios. Any movement on ISR? Over.
Negative 2-1. Over.
If they gave us the slip, Sector 2 would have caught him the second they jumped.
Fuck, he made me, that made me jump. He just got shanked by an invisible fucking monster, right? I wasn't expecting that.
I got it! 5.4!
Rashad, get up here! I'll swap with you, over!
Move your arms! I can't see the wall! This is Sector 1-6. We have contact on the second floor of the target building. 1-1 is down hard. Over.
Roger 1-6. Move 1-1 to your location. Taxi back is on the way. Sector 1-2, you're in charge. Over.
Understood. Over.
He's not safe here. We have to move him. Get the fuck in here, Kowalski! Close it! Shut the fucking door!
Got possible movement again from the north side. Anyone got eyes on?
The hell? Did you see that? Watch it again. Wait, not this part. I still don't understand. What killed him? But this part, look, I paid attention, right? If you pay attention, you can see him right there. Did you see him go?
2 on its contact. 2-4 is down. Over.
Just disappeared. Dropped his gun.
Scepter 1, this is 2-1. I'm gonna reposition Scepter 2. The inner cordon is compromised. Over.
Understood 2-1. Over.
Scepter 2 to all Scepter 1 units. Do not exit the target building. Over.
Oh my god, there's another hole. Ah, rest in peace.
What happened?
I don't know. He was just standing there, and then he was bleeding all over the fucking floor, man.
Call it in.
Fuck. Scepter 1-3 to Helios. 1-1 is KIA. Over.
Roger 1-3. Over.
There's a ghost in the building. Otherwise, I don't know what opened the door. Camera, why are you making noises? Why are you making noises? I don't like it. That reminds us of SCP-173.
Is he down? It's on the floor and it's not moving.
Which normally means it's dead.
1-2 to all stations. Target down on 2nd floor. Over. I don't envy you. Big shoes to fill.
I can do my job.
Yeah? So could he.
If there's another option besides that, you let me know.
Looks like the cultists got whatever it was they wanted. This complicates things.
So what the fuck's the move now?
Well, we know the reverse to bullets, so that gives us some options. Chemicals, maybe. Not saying it's for sure gonna work, but it's worth a try.
Okay, I'll request for QRF and some chemical mortars. Nothing lethal, just enough to knock out anything in the vicinity.
Good. Get me the fuck off this property.
We still have a job to do. We need to recognize
Is he from Russia?
the basement so any QRF knows what they're getting
Him.
into.
He sounds like he's from Russia. I don't know which one it was that was speaking, that had the Russian accent.
There's also been a change in the ROE. If we make contact,
You heard it
we'll attempt
earlier.
a less lethal option first. If they don't respond to that, smoke them.
Better not drop that fucking camera, Kalinsky.
Helios, this is Scepter 1-2, 5 for effect. Red 5, over.
5 for effect. Red 5 out.
Target Citadel 1, over.
Target Citadel 1. Out.
Danger close, at my command, over.
Danger close at my command. Out.
Send it.
That is some amazing editing. I'm pretty sure it's made with you can actually make particles, but if they actually made like if they actually threw smoke bombs, that's insane.
Kalinsky, get up here.
Gas.
How did it make itself into a physical entity that you could see? That's pretty cool though. Like, just to be honest, it's pretty cool.
1-2 to Helios. Target down on the first floor. Over.
This is gonna take a bit.
Step aside.
Yeah, he's the Russian.
Look at me and tell me I am not.
It's all cloudy in Besson, that's his name, right? His entire thing is cloudy. I don't understand why they don't just take off the... I guess it could be toxic chemicals in the air, but yeah.
It's the most valuable member of this team.
Fix your fucking seal, dude.
Oh, they're gonna get out. Right. They'll find a way. They always do.
Jansen, get the door.
On it.
Man's probably been dead a couple hours. Took himself out with these.
Check around the place for anything notable. I'm gonna look this guy over.
Please tell me that's not the Russian that took the camera. I mean, I'm okay with Russians taking the camera, but what if if something happens to them with the camera that they're not supposed to see? You know? It'll just like explode or something. Anything can happen.
Got a recording here.
Play it back.
It's evil that they've brought here. And they're all mad now because of it. After they found that bas relief, everything changed. We'd found it deep in the dirt, next to some old tools. Someone, from a very long time ago, was trying to hide it away. I don't know what Father Bender thought he was worshipping, but it was never the salvation we were promised. I watched the others scream in terror and go mad as they disappeared into the transcendent flame. You can join them if you'd like, but I will not. Goodbye.
I don't know how our friends are gonna make any sense out of this.
This is all fucking gibberish to me, man. Anyone else getting flashbacks to the Providence op? Bass relief, weird cold, same shit, right?
Maybe both groups found the same thing. Nothing's here like what the cult says publicly. It's like they did a complete 180, completely changed ideologies.
Yeah? Fuck it. Try anything once, right? Motherfuckers.
I don't like how that door just opened. Please. No, the Russian has the camera. Oh. Okay, maybe nothing bad's gonna happen. It is just a mirror. Looks like a fancy mirror though.
Hassan, you got anything? What do you see?
Yeah, what's scary about the mirror? Is there something in front of the mirror on the camera? Why are you shaking?
Hassan! What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey! Put that fucking thing down, man! What do you see? What's going on?
Don't get near it. Nobody touch it.
Put it down! Oh, fuck!
1-2 to Helios.
Shit.
Sector 1.
I like that. I like the Russian, right? Why did he die? Oh, well. Comes with the job.
1-4 is down. Over.
Kalinsky, get the camera! Jesus Christ, Hassan! What the fuck?
1-2 to Helios.
Target building is compromised. Requesting immediate exfil. Over.
Helios to Sector 1, QRF is 30 seconds out. Retrieve what intel you can and exfil from the property. Over.
Roger that. Over. Let's go!
Shouldn't they have contained the mirror? Or what? Oh well.
Making our way outside. Headed north towards the tree line. Over. Roger, what do?
Where'd the rest of them go? There were so many earlier. Did the rest of them just like disappear and vanish and die?
Meet you there. Over.
Sorry we couldn't get here earlier. Containment brought up the specialists. Some of their tech might spot the targets, might not. You still got the camera on you?
Yeah, you want it?
That's affirmative. Pass it off and we can take it from here.
Roger. Kalinsky, bring up the camera. Kalinsky? Kalinsky, what is it?
Oh my god, them was, I'm guessing some of them symbols that we saw earlier are relating to these. But all them people that we saw, yeah? Are they all on these little pillars? Or on these things? Because that's pretty terrifying if you ever saw that. There's no actual SCP on that either. So it's a really cool. Alright, that was the end of the video. Remember to go subscribe to Evan Royalty. You can find his channel. I'll put a link in the channel down below. It is such. I'll put all this info into the description. I may as well do that. Even though it is under Creative Commons Share like 3.0, I'm still gonna give them. I want to give them something to out there. You know, it's so good. You can. It's had 6 million views, but Evan Royalty only has 426k subscribers. So yeah, I would suggest subscribing to him. He is bringing out a new one soon. I don't know where it is, when it's coming out, but I know he is. He has a bunch of different other animations and all. He has quite a few SCP ones. He has Siege, he has GTA 5, he has a horror show. He has the back rooms, if you've heard of the back rooms. He's got a lot of things. But yeah, there it is. Some of the best. That's probably the best thing that you can probably find on YouTube. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Have a good day. Enjoy. See you later.